Hello everybody and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is Monday and it's time for our weekly recap of Black Ink Crew Chicago. This is season 6 episode 14 and it was titled Mucus Still Plugged. Alright y'all, so this video hopefully will not be that long because I am tired and my energy is on 0. So I'm going to make this video as quickly as I can so I can go lay down because I have to yeah, I'm just tired y'all. Yeah, whatever. All right. So we going to get into it. The date on the episode said March 11th. So you know how they keep showing us like little I guess headlines of the coronavirus or whatever, but they put on there in bold letters that it was March 11, 2020. We see Charmaine, she's doing a pregnancy diary. She's telling us that her mucus plug did not actually come out. But she is on maternity leave because Neek was like, look, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. You're not finna have this baby out here in the street. So she's just showing the room and everything. You got Nola all over there. It was real cute and whatever. But then she also mentioned that Kitty was not on her game or whatever. So then we see Drea and Prince. Dre done picked Prince up, I guess, from home. Who knows, child? They didn't really say. But he said he wasn't going to call no Uber. He wanted to call Drea up. They still been in contact. He reached out to her, I guess, you know, because they were working together or whatever. So they had, like, formed, like, a friendship. And when she went over to, not Second City, what's the name? Nijmegen. They still stayed in contact basically because where was she from? I can't remember where she used to live at before she came to Nijmegen. Well, Second City, then Nijmegen. I can't remember where she lived at, but you know, she was the only person in the area or whatever. So he wanted to reach out to her, talk to her, stuff like that. So they just been friends and whatnot. She was telling him about this Black networking event that they have coming up. That she's trying to put together her and Four, and she wants him to, you know, push the idea to Charmaine because she's like, she wants to kind of call a truce, basically. So she wants everybody to come together. It's like a Black tattoo artist networking thing. And he was like, oh, that sounds real dope. You think we can do that for real? She was like, yeah, I think we can we can do whatever our minds, whatever we put our minds to. Jesus, child. I'm sorry. I'm so I was tired. Anyway, we see the headline. It say 26 confirmed cases. And then it was like, you see, I don't know if it was this, they filmed it at the same time. You just see people walking around the streets, no mask, no nothing, not taking no precautions or nothing like that. But it was 26 cases confirmed. At any rate, we see is the Pair Nova. They're having like an event or something like that. We don't know what it is quite yet until they tell us. So the event is to celebrate Ava's 12th birthday, basically. So, you know, Nova was Ryan's sister and her daughter was murdered along with Nova. So she'd have been 12 at that time. So they're having like an event for like mothers who lost children. Of course his mom, because she lost her child, so she's included with them. So they just got doing like spa day, getting their hair done, getting their nails done. It is really a nice event, and it was really nice that they put that together for the moms and stuff like that. And it's a way for them to cope. So it's a way for them to kind of bring together, talk to each other, you know, just live. And, you know, they're still grieving because you never kind of get over the loss of someone, but they are surviving, basically. So it was a really nice event. Everybody had a good time. Rachel and Ryan were getting along. He was just basically like his family has peace, and his sister couldn't come, but you know, she was there in spirit and whatnot. But it was a really nice event. We see Drea and Bella, they're talking. What happened? Oh, Drea, she was talking to Bella. She really liked the event. And this is where we get a little insider on Drea. So Drea lost her mom when she was 19 years old. Her mom committed suicide. So she has she was like overwhelmed about everything, so we found out later on. But she said that, you know, she really liked the event. She was just telling us how her mom died 8 years ago. Then we see Ryan, he giving like a little speech and stuff, and then everybody was like crying in the thing, and then they kind of went to someone else. So then, not someone else, child. So the next day, so did all this? I guess this happened all in one day. So it was like March 11th, daytime, and then I guess the party was the nighttime. So yeah. So, because the next day is March 12th. It says March 12th, 2020. Then we see Kit, Plug, and somebody else. They doing TikToks at Second City. Kitty talking about how she ready to run the ship and do all this other stuff. She really wasn't doing a lot, but whatever. They ain't really show a lot, but maybe she doing something we ain't seeing. But at any rate, we see Star. She not there. The receptionist calls Kit over and was like, this lady waiting for Star. She ain't show up. She been waiting a couple hours for her. I done called her. I done reached out. I'm not, getting in contact with her or whatever. So Kit was like, oh my God, let me go over here and talk to her. So she go over there and talk to the lady. And she was like, yeah, I've been waiting for a long time. She was like, okay, but I got this awesome tattoo artist here, Plug, and he can go ahead and take you. And Plug was like, okay, yes, I can take you. So he go over there and take the lady. And I was just like, that didn't really sit well with me. Because that's like going to a different barber or a different hairdresser or something like that. I understand that unless that was... maybe she was a walk-in or something like that, and she just had an appointment with Star. But if that was Star's client, like she go way back, and no, that wasn't the move. But at any rate, Kit pissed off. She go over there to the receptionist, and she like, when she come in, I gotta put my foot down because I can't let her do all this. It's her second day, and yada yada yada. So the receptionist was like, all right, when she come in, I'll let you know when she here. So Kit, we see her on the phone or whatever. It's at like an hour later or something like that. Star rushing in with her bag. Girl, oh my God, my phone ain't working. I couldn't call the babysitter. Like, oh my God, like I am so sorry, I'm late. Yada yada yada. Kit come over like, you ain't call. Like, what's she got all this attitude. You ain't call. You ain't do this. She was like, well, my phone broke. I can't, whatever. She was like, but it's your second day. You can't be coming in here late and whatnot. And Plug was cracking me the fuck up. Let me tell you how Plug was cracking me up. So Plug over there in the corner, well, not the corner, his booth or whatever. That's the lady arm. He steady over there because Kit and them over here. I said, is Plug doing the tattoo or he being nosy? Because he could have just been like, yo, your client ready. All I did was clean her arm. Because he was not doing that. He was too busy over there in that conversation, child. I was cracking the fuck up. But then in his confessional, he was like, I don't understand how Kid all mad and stuff. And she just strolled in here yesterday, an hour and so late. So how the fuck she gonna call this girl out and she just did the same thing? So it was whatever. The girl was just like, look, I gotta feed my family. You can't be giving my clients away. She was like, well, you need to show up on time. Don't be coming up here late, and yada, yada, yada. So she was just like, all right, whatever. But when she found out that Kit gave her client this plus, she was like, what, why would you do that? Like, what? She was going off and stuff. But she wasn't going off in an ignorant way. She was just basically like, I need to feed my family. But you gotta be on time, boo. Or get somebody to call. You ain't had no charger. But she was saying her phone was broke, like it wouldn't turn on at all. But I don't know. But that was it for them. Then we see Four and Bella. And they had like this long ass walk down the street to the taco place that really wasn't all that interesting. They were saying like at 50-degree weather in Chicago, people just want to barbecue and do all this stuff. So I said, that's still cold. But I guess in Chicago, anything above 20 is nice. So yeah. But at any rate, they talking about the network event. Ford talking about how he lonely, he needs somebody to be with, he the only homie who ain't got no family and kids and stuff. And he the only one that don't got no family and kids and stuff. And then Bella, she was saying how they was still talking and everything like that, even though she left. And how she a little attracted to him. And I was like, oh God, here we go. We're gonna see crazy ass Bella. Like, you should miss business and pleasure, and you don't have no whatever. I'll get to that in a minute. But at any rate, they were just talking, and she was putting it in his ear, like, maybe you'll find the woman of your dreams will be somebody that you friends with, somebody you already know, and all this other stuff. He like, wait, what? Huh? So she like, I'm just saying, maybe whatever. But she ain't never say like, maybe me and you. She was just putting it out there like, maybe you'll meet somebody that you already friends with and that you already knew for a long time or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, he do not want your crazy ass. And if he do, then we see Charmaine again. She just putting away her baby stuff or whatever. And she was basically saying again how they doing TikToks, how Kit seems distracted and she don't want her business to go under because they distracted and all this other stuff. If they had nothing to do in the goddamn shop at that time, Charmaine, let them do a goddamn TikTok. The TikTok, how long? A second? Like, come on now. But anyway, she was just saying like everybody can get fired on period and all this other nonsense. Then we see Drea. She got a client. And you know when they got clients, child, they go into this whole deep story and stuff like that. So we hear a little bit more about Drea. And this when we found out like her mom was suffering from depression or a mental illness. She didn't really say what type of mental illness, but she was saying her mom suffered from a mental illness and she sought drugs to help with her mental illness. So her mom ended up going to jail when she was 16. So she was out of her life. And then her mom came back when she was 19. And I think she said she stayed for about 3 years. And then 3 years later, her mom committed suicide. And it was real unexpected or anything like that. So she didn't die when she was 19. She died when she was, 23, 22? 22. So that's when her mom died, when Drea was 22 or whatever like that. And then Drea was also telling us that... was this the part where she told us? Yeah, she was saying like she was pregnant at the time, and so she was like, oh, I'm gonna have somebody to love me unconditionally because I didn't get that from my mom and stuff like that. And I think she lost the baby when she was 4 months pregnant, and then a week later she lost her mom. So she said she completely like shut down. She ain't, she shut off the world, everything like that, and she didn't know how to cope or whatever. And she said she really can't move forward because she doesn't have closure from her mom's passing or whatever like that. She says she's trying, but it's still like that part of her who needs that closure. The butterfly tattoo was cute. The problem I had with the whole scene was the editing on the tattoo, because at first it was like they had the stencil on there, then it was like it was the tattoo, then it was I said they don't work on that goddamn editing like that, whatever. And then it looked like at one point she had a mask on, then she didn't have a mask on. I was just like whatever. But the butterfly was real cute. It did look like it was flying away because they had like the shadow on in the bag. It was real cute. Anyway, we see Char. She doing her diary again. She's saying that she's sneaking away from Neek. She told him to run some errands. It's going to take him forever, and she's sneaking out, and because she want to go down there to the networking party. The networking event, it looked like it was a real nice event. There was a lot of black tattoo artists coming together, just networking, talking. We see Star. She going up to everybody to talk to them. I'm not sure if she was from Chicago or not, because I don't know if they had told us that. But she was networking. That's what you do. You go up to people, you say, hello, my name is so-and-so. Here's my card. Like you network. Duh. Child, she talking to, well, first let's get into, I guess she introduced herself to Four and Dom or whatever. And we can see Bella looking at her all crazy like. And so then we see Drea, she talking to Charmaine because Charmaine came in there. And so they buried the hatchet or whatever. They apologized. Charmaine took accountability for what she did wrong. Drea was like, it wasn't personal. I'm glad we can bury the hatchet. So they, they good. So then we see Star. She's showing her tattoos, and she like, this the tattoo I do to myself. Like, it's on her thigh. So she's showing her thigh, her little booty cheeks or whatever like that. Yeah, maybe it was a little inappropriate. If she would have had some shorts on, it'd have been like whatever. But her little cheeks was out. But we seen worse on Black Ink Crew Chicago or Black Ink Crew period. But anyway, she lifting up her dress and she's just showing her tattoos. It's not like she was like, oh, look at my pussy, here go my pussy. No, she was showing the tattoo that she did on herself. So they was like, oh, that's real talent and stuff. Here comes fucking Bella whispering the goddamn Four, you need to watch out for her because she a clout chaser. Then she's whispering over to Dime, you need to watch out for her because she a clout chaser. I'm like, bitch, you don't even know this girl. Like, you starting already. Like, you just got back on the show 2 seconds ago and you acting up already. Like, calm the fuck down. So then Star was like, yo, is there a problem? Like, is there something that you want to talk to me about or whatever? And so she was just like, because Dime and Four had went away, she gonna call this girl a $2 hoe. Star was like, bitch, what? Like, what hoe? A $2 hoe. So she calls this girl a $2 fucking hoe. And Star was basically like, look, bitch, I ain't got time for you and your shit. Like, bitch, bye. I ain't got nothing else to talk to you about. The new dude, tattoo artist, he kind of got like in between them so they won't argue. Because, like, yo, this is a networking event. We don't need all this nonsense. And first of all, why the fuck is Bella drinking? Bella knows she can't hold liquor for shit. So I don't even understand why she was drinking. She should have been taking shots of water all goddamn night. She was really irritating me. But Star was just like, all right, I'm going over here. I'm not studying you or nothing like that. Bella like, yeah, I'm gonna calm down and stuff. I'm like, forward, no, run. And even Ryan in his confessional was saying like some things change and things like Bella don't change or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, that's what y'all got working for y'all. And as soon as she see another girl talking to four, she gonna get all up in her panties all up in her twat, and she gonna have an attitude. Just dismiss her. Why is she back? Why is she back? Anyway, next we see Plug, Drea, and Mecca. Mecca is Drea's best friend. Since Drea didn't have no closure with her mom, her best friend suggested that she talk to a medium. And I used to love that show. You remember that show when it came on was it NBC? Patricia Arquette was the medium. I used to love that show. I might have to rewatch that. Let me see if it's on Amazon Prime. But at any rate, she called the medium over, to talk to her so Drea could kind of get some closure or whatever like that. The guy's name was Mark or Matthew? Mark. So Mark came, he's a medium, he introducing himself and everything like that. He was just like, just answer yes or no, nothing else. And Drea had told us that she told Mecca, like, look, don't tell him nothing about my family. I want to, I want this to be a real experience. And from the looks of it, he was on it. He was saying like her mom was on like mental illness, she was on drugs, and he was telling her like she's okay. And then he was telling her like the baby that she lost was there with her mom, and that her mom whispers to her and stuff. And like the way he was talking, I was like tearing up. I was just like, oh my God. Like that shit, she was shaking. Like it was some real deep shit. And she was saying like she finally got the closure and stuff, and she was shaking, she was crying. So I think it was real. The way, I don't think they was putting on or nothing like that, because she was real like emotional. And he was saying like her mom whispers to her, and like he was saying like if you see a little girl in your dreams, that's her also talking to you and stuff like that. So she was saying like she is getting that healing and whatnot. So I that part, woo, child. And then lastly, we see Instagram Charmaine talking about getting a butt. I don't know what she was talking about, child. But anyway, we see the crew. They talking about we at Second City. They talking about husbands and babies and kid getting married and all that other stuff. We see somebody walking in. Obviously, it's Jess. So it's Jess. I loved her confessional look. That straight hair, and then her makeup was, yes. But that wig she had on, or whatever she had on in Second City, But that confessional look, yes, girl, yes. But anyway, she said that Charmaine called her 2 weeks ago, and Charmaine was telling her that she need her help there or whatever. And Charmaine apologized to her. Jess apologized to Charmaine, so they back on track. She asked Jess to come through. Jess came through. We see Prince and Plug. They excited. They hugging her and stuff like that. Kit got all the fucking attitude. And then again, I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck Kit got an attitude with Jess. Oh, okay. So, I'm not Kit. Jess was like, oh, you look lovely. And, Kit was like, you look cheerful or whatever. I was just like, oh, you just can't be nice. Like, girl, stop. But anyway, she was just like, oh, she was like, why are you back or whatever? And she was like, well, Charmaine called me. She was saying like stuff was going haywire or whatever. She was like, oh, so you came back to tattoo? You came back to artist? She was like, oh, no, I came back to take my rightful spot as the managing partner. And she was like, no, I'm the manager or whatever. And so they going back and forth. And then Kit one keeps telling her, you left though. You left. And I'm like, what? So then Jess was like, well, what's going on with the branding? Because when you type in Second City Inc., the first thing that comes up is the article that we was fitting to shut down. And that's not good for business. True facts. So Kit was like, but you walked out. Like, what that? Why are you worried about why? Wait a minute. She was like, but you was the brand ambassador. Like, you supposed to be doing your job. But you walked out. What that got to do with you doing your job, Kid? That shit had shit to do with you branding the business. Like, all of you supposed to be having stuff out, where that article will fall down on the Google list and it be like on page 150 where nobody don't go to. I go to page 2 and then I'm done. But anyway, she needs to, like, that ain't had nothing to do with you not branding the company. And Jess was trying to tell her that Kit ain't want to hear it. Kit was basically like, you need to be the help, so be the fucking help. And then she closed the door and slammed it, and that was the end of the goddamn episode. Y'all tell me what y'all felt about this episode. I know I was talking fast. I was trying to get through it. I didn't want it to be too goddamn long, because once again, it wasn't that much for the episode. It was basically about Drea and then Charmaine's diaries and stuff like that. So if y'all like the content of this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and a notification bell. I'm thinking about picking up P-Valley. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard good things about it. I did put it on my DVR list to record. It's coming on tonight. It might be on demand, so maybe I might. No, I'm too tired. After I pack these orders up, a hoe going to sleep. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, I think I might watch it probably tomorrow, or probably tomorrow, or look for it on Wednesday or something like that. But I think I will watch it because I did see the previews of it and it looked good. So I was thinking about watching it, and I forgot it came on last night. So it is set on my DVR to record. So after I watch it, I'll just go ahead and put a review, or just let y'all know if I'm going to be reviewing it or not. So at any rate, y'all, this video over with. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will talk to y'all next time. Peace.